Welcome everyone, and this is Nature with Photosmith, episode 2. Well, the weather over there looks a little rough, but today is a little more promising than it was last week when we had come to the trail. I think it was 4 days ago maybe. So we'll have to see how it goes today. I gotta adjust my sling because it's bothering me right now. Okay, now I got it on correctly. Sorry about that. It's very pretty out here today. Sun. See if this trash is out here. It looks like they might have came and picked it up. I don't really see any. That's good. Doesn't look like it's flooded out here today either. So I've been having a rough, time in my personal life. I'm not going to elaborate on it, but it's been pretty difficult. And, the rain has been kind of like hampering me getting out here to shoot. So I've been kind of like jonesing to, take some photos. Because like I said before, it does really help me. So, sorry about the swaying. I'm going to pick up a gimbal one of these days. It's kind of dead out here right now. I don't see too many animals. But usually at the entrance there usually isn't that many. So what I will show you though is, sorry about the finger there, I brung a garbage bag. Since the bag that I have is not big enough to hold my super telephoto and my camera at the same time in there, I decided, hey, I'm gonna come prepared just in case. Because I don't mind me getting so wet so much. I do care about my expensive equipment. So hopefully I don't get any rain and I can just get, some shots and, have a little fun. There was only one car besides mine at the entrance. Oh, look here. Got a great white egret over there, but he's flying away already. Yeah, it's okay. But I promised though to go to some other trails or some other places. This is just my go-to after I get off work, because I get off at 4ish and I go home, get a shower. I don't know why I even bother shower. I come out here and sweat some more and potentially get wet, but I don't know. Just after working all day, you want to get clean and get some fresh clothes on. But I want to try the Kissimmee. There's a trail out there. I think they even have like a place for astronomy out there too, where you can set up your telescope. It's like a clearing they have. So I wish I had it set up for that, because I love to do astrophotography as well, but it's just really expensive, to get into it. If I had a tracker from my 600mm, I could probably get some really good shots of things, but the trackers are pretty expensive unless you maybe find one online, like on eBay. So one day I thought I seen a red-winged blackbird and I was going to take a shot of it, but it kind of scurried off. So maybe I'll pick them up again. sun's very nice, but those clouds are coming in. I believe so. I think he may be up here on those wires up there. No, it looks like a boat-tailed grackle actually. Wish there was a way to snap this back. Oh, I see it now. I'm an idiot. So, the water's pretty. So, I was talking about a little bit about my past before. I do have, a history in traditional art, drawing, and cartooning. And I had a school come to my house when I was younger. Long story short, I chickened out. I was wet behind the ears, was unsure of myself. So that dream kind of faded. But photography, is something I think that's been with me all my life, though. I just kind of like did it here and there, but I didn't like take it too seriously. And then one day, I don't know, the bug hit, and I was just going at it. So we all have to find something that we want to do and that we're good at. And it could be multiple things, we don't have to be constrained to just one thing. But it's always good to have something to back up, to fall back on. So, I can do a lot of things, jack of all trades, and then there's some things, that I'm pretty good at. Photography, just so happens to be just one of my favorite things to do now, if not the most favorite thing. Warm. Should have brought some water. I'm walking up here, and I know that's Mr. Great Blue Heron here. He's just chilling right here by the bank. You can see him there. I'm gonna try to take a couple shots of him and see how this comes out. And I'll be back here in a minute. So I've kind of upsetted him and he flew away. But that's all right. I got a few shots of him, see what we got. I wish there was some more vegetation out here. I find I try to get low sometimes to try to get a different perspective, or kind of over top a little bit, like an isometric view a little bit if I can. And it gives you something different. It's not a straight on or a side, side shot. So it's better, I think, because people don't get to see those angles too often, or those different kind of viewpoints. I switched to an ultra wide on this one so I could get more in the frame. I swear, these anhingas, they love this pole over here. Always on that pole for some reason. I guess it could be the same one. Let's see. Hopefully I don't get a surprise like I did on my first episode. I'm not going to take a picture of them though. I've taken quite a there. Oh, look at this. Up here on the pathway. Another heron and a white egret. That's pretty neat. I don't want to shoot the great blue heron though, but I do want to shoot the, oh, there's a red-winged blackbird right there. Is he gonna land over there? Sure enough. Let me see if I can get in close on him. It was a no-go on the getting the I disturbed him again. Sorry, bud. What I was trying to say was that was a no-go on the red-winged blackbird. He was just too far away to like make out anything clear. That's fine now. I didn't bring my tripod. I have a Manfrotto and I can't remember the model right now, but it's a really nice tripod. It was like $300 to $400, maybe more, but it was really worth it. It was very stable, especially for these heavy telephoto lenses. I don't have to worry about the wind affecting it too much and or it falling over, so that's always a good thing. It gets really tough, especially when it's warm outside and you have to lug all this gear, your backpack, you know, if you got lenses in it, and then you have your you know, your tripod, and you don't want to keep breaking down the legs and then putting them down. It's just not really a viable thing when you're trying to shoot. It gets old and it takes too long and you might miss a shot. So today I'm just going handheld, you know, with my camera. You just have to be really still if you can help it. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna try to go up toward the spillway again today. But like I said, those clouds, they hopefully look like they're farther out today than they were the other day. And maybe these won't dump any rain on me, I'm really hoping. There's the hut that saved my life last time. Saved me from getting too soaked and my equipment too soaked. So I mean, I have quite a bit of history when it comes to getting outdoors. I mean, I do like to be a homebody at times, I'm not gonna lie, but I do like getting out there in the wilds. I haven't been camping in a while. I only like to really camp in the winter months because, you know, just the temperatures, because Florida is so hot. It's really a really hard place to do kind of outdoors things in the summer. I mean, I can tolerate the heat, but I don't really like the heat, so. There are a few trails on the coast that I want to go and explore that I've never been on. There's one in Jupiter on Indiantown Road. I can't remember the name of it, but I do really want to try that out. There's also you know, Blowing Rocks Preserve, which is on Jupiter Island, which is an amazing place to go. You have all these natural limestone formations, and it's just the water comes in crashing through the holes in the rocks, and it just looks like it's blowing out of a blowhole or something from a whale. It's really neat. Now, I'm not a big fan of at the beach and swimming so much because I hate the salt water, but I do like the beauty of the beach, so it is pretty beautiful. And there's a gator ray. Like, I don't know if I can catch him here. I can hear him croaking. I think he might be up in those reeds right there. let's keep walking here. I was thinking about eventually, you know, if this kicks off, you know, maybe we'll do some kind of like ask Photosmith questions kind of thing. And I don't know. I mean, would you guys like to know more, you know, about me or about, you know, my passion of photography or anything for that matter? You can, you know, have your questions answered. I have one right now though. Why nature and why landscaping as a focus for me is because that's what I enjoy. I've told you guys before that nature and everything to do with outside wildlife and just the beauty of everything, that's what draws me in. But to be really successful when it comes to be a landscape photographer, it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of really good shots, and you really have to promote yourself and, you know, sell stock photos maybe starting out, and maybe sell like artistic, you know, nature and landscape photos. I think some of mine fall into that sometimes, but you know, because there's more avenues that pay way better, and there's more avenues that, you know, can get you seen, you know, and everything, like weddings, you know, they pay good. You know, commercial, of course, you know, commercial photography, you know, photographing for companies, even just portraits and stuff, you know, you can make a steady income with if you have enough clientele and you promote yourself enough. I just like landscape and nature. There's something beautiful about the creatures that roam this earth that are not us humans, and I always want to capture something that nobody's ever captured before. Well, if you look out here across, on the other side of this little ditch over here, they always have a bunch of cattle over here. I don't know who owns this land, but I just find it pretty neat. Sometimes you'll see the egrets over there with the cattle. I don't know why. I'm guessing that they have some kind of relationship, that like when the cattle are eating the grass, they're stirring up bugs, and the egrets are there to get the ones that hop out of there, you know, like grasshoppers or whatever else type of insects that are in there. So animals are smart, you know, they build these little symbiotic relationships, you know, and one will scratch the other's back, you know, in a sense, even though they're not really trying to do it. So wow, what's up on my camera right now? Ugh. There we go. All right, so we're getting closer to the spillway section. I may have to, like, you know, just walk back to the truck because this stuff looks like it's pushing in closer. It doesn't mean it's gonna rain, but I don't want to repeat, of course. So what does Photosmith, me, do in his 9-to-5 job? Not what I want to do. I've just kind of been going through jobs my whole life, but I haven't had a ton of jobs, but I've also, you know, been really specialized. I'm good at retail, you know. I can do practically everything in retail. The only thing I haven't been is like an assistant manager of sorts, but I've done practically all of it, and I'm good at it. It's not what I aspired to be when I was younger. I kind of had some talent, you know, maybe I did squander it. I don't know. It's not like everybody goes and say, let me not do this because I wouldn't just do a regular crappy 9-to-5 job. You know, life throws things at you and you kind of have to do them, you know, you kind of have to go with the flow, and you know, just take what you can. You got to survive. You know, you may have children, you got to feed them. You know, you may, you know, got a house and got a mortgage, you know, so you can't have the luxury of just, you know, switching out and starting over, or, you know, going and, oh, I'm going to be a great photographer, and just quit your job and go out there and take pictures. It's not going to happen unless you're really, really great and you have like a knack. So that's what I do. I work in a Walmart. I work in the auto care center. We do tires and batteries and, you know, basic maintenance items. You know, writing up tickets, helping customers with ordering of tires, ringing out people at the register, you know, working on cars, whatever it takes. It's not like I said, I didn't wake up one day and say, hey, let me work here. It just kind of happened. But I've met some really incredible people there over the years. And I probably think they're the only things that really keep me, you know, going and keep me there, honestly. So we're getting there. I'm thinking this trail, if you went around the Cypress Swamp area and all the way down here and back around, I think it's like 3 miles. So it's a bit of walking. If you don't like walking, you're not going to like this place. I don't really see anything today. You know, this is kind of odd. I love clouds. Amazing. Sounds like a damn monkey, don't it? It's a bird. I'm not sure what type though. So if you're really interested in nature, people could come out and walk with me. About tripped on a rock. You have to be careful. No, come on out and walk. I enjoy company. You want to learn about photography, you know, about moving away from auto mode on your camera and, you know, opening it up and open up your creative possibilities with manual. You know, I'm not a manual snob or anything. I don't think I'm better than anybody, but manual mode allows you so much creative freedom that you can underexpose slightly for a different look, overexpose for a different look. You just, the camera, you're at its, you know, it's mercy basically, you know, like you, if you run an auto mode, the camera's going to make the decisions on, you know, how the depth of field is going to look, how, you know, what the exposure is going to try to go for a perfect exposure, but that might adjust some other setting that's going to make your picture photo not what you envisioned. So when you go into manual, you have a lot more freedom to, you know, make it happen, you know. So I messed up. I thought I was recording and I was actually in the photo mode on my cell phone. So I lost like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes of footage. I thought I was talking. That's why I need to look for the little red light on my screen. But what you were missing is the path that came up. Here is the floodgate system. I don't think it's quite a spillway. I mean, maybe it is, but this right here is pretty neat. A lot of fish in here, probably cat. Could be bluegill or something too. Yeah, this is pretty neat. I like this area. And this is the clearing inside this part of the creek right here, or retention pond, whatever they want to call this. I just think it's pretty neat up in here. There was some birds right here, and I did take video, missed it because, like I said, was in the wrong mode. So okay, so I think right here there is a female grackle, and I said I was going to try to shoot it low in the grass. So if she's still here, I'll try it. Oh, that looks pretty cool right here on the twigs. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Probably not as interesting as the first episode so far. It is what it is. I can't make the animals do what I want. I can't bend, the clouds and the environment, to be what I want. And that's part of the thing as being a photographer, is to know what you're going into, understanding the environment and how it's going to affect, your photographs. So I'm trying to prepare for it in advance. That's why I grabbed the bag. I mean, that doesn't affect my photography, but that protects my equipment, which is, a really smart thing to do, because this stuff isn't cheap. Now right here, I know I shoot gators a lot, but here's a gator just looking at me, eyeballing me. This is around the spot where I had stare down 1 and 2. The one of the body with the spikes on the back, and then the eyes, or just the head, I mean. So let's see. You gonna follow me? I'm gonna try to take a shot of this guy, and I'll be right back, y'all. So this guy was coming in closer when I got down low to shoot, and then when I stood back up, he stopped. So I think he was curious because I looked small, and he was gonna come up and investigate. Maybe he was gonna try to take a bite out of me. I don't really know. So it'll be I'm leaving now probably, though, because I'm gonna have to cut it short. Again, that weather's coming, and my battery on my phone seems like to be dying every time I come out here. When I get off work, I don't have enough time, I guess, to charge it up fully. So I end up with a dead battery. Go me. So I'm getting closer to the exit of the trail. Like I said, not too much out here today. A lot of birds, but there wasn't really too many great opportunities, honestly. And that's about photography sometimes. You gotta sit around. You gotta move. You gotta keep trying, or you'll never get anything. So I really love to do it, even if I don't get anything. It's kind of like fishing a little bit. You go out there hoping you're going to catch some fish, and you were out there all day and got nothing. But it was the adventure, the journey. So what I love to see is families come out here with their kids, having a nice little walk, showing them nature and getting them into it. Kids always have explorative, nature to themselves, and what better thing to educate them on? That's like me when I was a child, we got out in nature, but also remember watching, like I said, sitting there on that show with my father. And that wasn't it, though. I mean, it wasn't just the show, it wasn't getting out. I remember all these animal encyclopedias we had. They were pretty old, but I swear I've went through those things a million times, looking at all the pictures, reading this stuff, A to Z, aardvark. It was pretty crazy. Miss those days kind of sometimes. That innocence that you have when you're younger. Things feel different than they do when you're an adult. Maybe you get a little jaded, Those people that still have that, even when they're adults, are lucky. So I don't know if I quite have it like I did when I was a child, but I still love to get out there and see the wilds. So, all right, so we're at the end of the walk. As you can see, we're really close to the truck now. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you enjoy the content on this channel, subscribe. And if you want to see changes, or you want to see something included in my walks, or you have questions, comment below in the video, under the video, and I will try to get back to everyone that comments in there. Okay, I thank you, I appreciate it. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next episode. Well, here's a bonus. I came back to the truck, and I'm glad it didn't rain, because look at this, I left my window open. But also, look at this, all my stuff in here that somebody could have stolen. But today there was some pretty honest people out here. All right, bye y'all.